Hello everyone and welcome to the day 2 of becoming a data scientist in 2025. It's been a series of following simple steps to become a data scientist, data analyst or a data engineer in the year of 2025. Hi, I am Jairaj and you are watching Tech with Jala, and I am simply following a general routine or a kind of a simple step to becoming a data scientist in upcoming future. Today today I brush up my old concept of the matrices and remaining two types of multiplication, that is a scalar multiplication and element wise multiplication. So basically what I study today is, first of all, I study about element wise multiplication. So if in a vector there are two vector, and if you want to do the element wise multiplication, you are just simply multiply the corresponding values of the two vectors, and it gives you a third vector with the same dimension, or it this is called element wise multiplication, and we can denote it by the circle cross inside the circle. It is the one of the simplest form of doing multiplication in the element wise or in the vector. Um, Next, the scalar multiplication. We did or do a scalar multiplication to scale our vector or extend our vector in the particular dimension with the same direction. Like when we talk about the scalar multiplication in the vector, we can say that we just simply multiply with the uh, with the value, or multiplying a scalar value by vector, or in this we will we will multiply this scalar value with all the components available in the vector. That simply state that this vector will scale in the same direction by some extent or some scalar value. As if you forgot about the dot product, I just want to revise it once again, that the dot product is, we are simply multiplying the two vectors and getting a one scalar vector which has only magnitude, not a direction. But when we will talk about the element wise multiplication and the scalar multiplication, we have the direction and magnitude both. When in the dot product, simply let's state the three vector multiplication. First is a dot product. In this we will only get a scalar value after the multiplication, but we will not get a direction. In this we are doing simply sum of the product of their corresponding component, or uh, uh, in this after this operation in those vectors, two vectors, we get a magnitude by sum of product of corresponding component or the values of the two vector, and it is only a magnitude with a no direction. When we talk about element wise multiplication, in this we are simply multiply the corresponding component of the two vectors, and we will get the third vector or the final vector which has a same dimension and the same number of components. When we talk about the scalar multiplication, we are just simply saying that we are scaling up the given vector with some extent of the scalar magnitude or the scalar value. So this is all about the vector, and other than this I learned about the matrices in today's day. So what is the matrices? Matrices is a like a rectangular array or a rectangular multidimensional array which can hold the numbers, symbols or expressions, and this whole thing are arranged in the rows and column. If we simply say there is a one matrices, that is a a11, a12 and up to the a1n, similarly a21, a22 and sub to a2n, and for the last we can say that amn to am1, am2 and amn. So this is a m cross n matrices, or uh, it is denoted by if we take any one element from this matrices, then we can say that A of ij belongs to the that particular matrices, where I denotes the row of that particular element and the j denotes the column of that particular element. So in various operation, and matrices is the one of the mathematic function or the mathematical concept which is extensively used in the data science. So you must be the you must have to like you must have to hands on the matrices operation and matrices uh, concept, so that it helps you a lot in specifically on the when we are talking in the data representation, image in the computer vision confusion matrix, or we are calculating that the accuracy of the model with the confusion matrix, and specifically for the NLP, natural language processing. Other than this, today I learned about the matrices operation. So first of all, first operation is the matrices addition and a subtraction. So when I talk about the matrices addition and subtraction, it is the one of the simplest form of the operation which we do on the matrices. In this particular operation, we are just simply adding or the subtracting the corresponding value of that particular element like we add or subtract a corresponding element of a two matrices of the same dimension. Please keep this point in mind. We can do addition and subtraction on the two matrices which has the same number which has the same dimension, and it will give result of the same dimension result, dimensional matrix. I just want to simply say that if there is a 2 cross 2 matrix, then I can add or subtract this matrix from 2 cross 2 matrices, and after doing operation of addition and subtraction, I will get the third matrix which is also a 2 cross 2 matrix. Other than that, that is a scalar multiplication in the matrices. So what is a scalar multiplication? So I want to just say that multiplying every element of a matrix by the scalar value is simply a scalar multiplication. If you are a 12th standard student, or you are a level student, then you just know about this type of concept, that we are just multiplying the constant value with the every element of the matrices, and this is known as a scalar multiplication. Other than this, there is a matrix multiplication. This is the dot product of a first matrix rows and with a column of a second matrix. So for the rule for the matrix multiplication is, if you have a one matrix A with the dimension m cross n, and if you have a matrix B with the dimension n cross p, so please keep in the mind that number of columns in the A is equal to number of rows in the B matrices. It should be same, otherwise there is a no multiplication can be happen between these two matrices without applying any other operation on any of the one matrices. And after multiplying this particular matrices, you will get the m cross p matrix, which is just a simply multiplication of these two matrices. If you want to understand this kind of concept in very deeper way, or you think that I can explain this concept very uh, friendly, then just pin a comment, just pin a comment in the comment section. And if you like this kind of content, give me a subscribe and like like uh, and the last concept that I studied today, that is a function and the linear transformation. So what is the function? Function is like a mathematical relationship, or we can say that uh, function simply associate an element of a one set, that is called a domain, to the another set which is called a codomain. Uh, we can say that function makes a relationship between two different kind of sets and give some fruitful output fruitful output from this relationship. So it simply maps inputs and outputs. In simply we can say we are taking some inputs and we are giving the outputs. This is known as functions. So this is all about the function. That is a formal definition. We definitely as soon as I get the deeper understanding of the function, I will let you know, or I will explain it here as much as I can to you. Other than this, I just go through the definition of the vector transformation. So operation that map vector from one space to another, often change the magnitude and the direction, is known as vector transportation. So for this I want to just say that if you know about some of the concept like data uh, like dimension reduction in the data science, or either you heard about this concept. So we are just simply converting three vectors or a multidimensional vector into simple form, or we can say that we have a bottle, like we can see the 3D bottle in our real life. Now if we want to sketch this bottle in our paper, the paper is a 2D. So we are visualize that particular thing in our 2D format, or we are just converting that 3D object in our 2D or two dimensional. So it is the same kind of a thing in the machine learning and deep learning. So in this we are just simply transforming a vector or the matrices from multi-dimension to the like for higher dimension to the lower dimension. It can be from 5 to 4, 5 to 3, or just 2 to 1, or any kind of man any kind of thing. It's just a simply function that it takes the r raised to m dimensional, and key was a r raised to n dimension, where n is always less than the m. So this is all about today. If you want to join me, or uh, want to know about the resources from where I am learning, so you can just pin a comment in the comment section, and you can just yeah, you can just give me a DM on Instagram or LinkedIn, so we can connect over there. And other than this, uh, if you like to watch this kind of a content, and if you want to become a data scientist, just join me in this particular journey. It is just a day 2 and 13th of February 2025, and we will become the data scientist before the end of 2025. Thank you for the watching. And sorry, and one reminder that I just forgot about to explain my roadmap, or the kind of steps that I will follow to become the data scientist in the 2025. So I will definitely share this roadmap or the steps to you in upcoming days, for that can help you to becoming a data scientist in 2025. Thank you for the watching. Thank you.